Bamkeleni, a round of applause. In case you are wondering where you are, this is Soweto and this is Orlando East. Tune in to the right vibration. This is what we teach you here. We are here to remind you of who you are. Thank you so much, Malia Vuza and Amatiti. Now, if you don't know the meaning of this book, which is called the African Calendar, this is exactly when you are part of it, when you give yourself and your soul and your everything, and remind yourself of who you are. This is what Nokaya, Nokaya, Andlovukazi, Mandela. This is what they found in themselves when they did their studies. And they gave birth to this book that I'm holding to me. Hold on to it, learn, and again, study yourself. Find your vibration, find who you are. And again, guys, we cannot forget Ntanta Lux. That was beautiful, Ntanta. A round of applause. Now, Untlanta left us with a very profound question. Uti, what makes you royal? It's definitely not your surname. Then what it is, we have to find out. And he even answered, he said, Izenzo Zako. This is the right moment for us to flourish and really sibambane. There is nothing beautiful than to love yourself and those that are around you. You become the trueness and the truth of who you are. So siyabonga Nhlanhla. And again, he really pointed out on imagination. You see now, for you to imagine and to have that uniqueness of imagination, you don't need knowledge. Just see the world beyond what you've been taught. It is something unique that is in you. That is what meditation is. You imagine this world before you were told that you are black, you are white, you are green, you are that. Find your energy. Thank you so much for reminding us. We are plugged into nature. That is our God. And now we're going to give it to Mkhulu Nsingiza. This is the lecture now. This is where we're being taught. We take our pens and papers. So thank you so much. My Titi, I'm going to give you after this, after Mkhulu Nsingiza. This is your moment, and you're going to shine beyond. And the style, okay, we're taking notes here. We're taking notes. We see you. Thank you so much for always being beautiful. All right. Thank you so much. Mkhulu, this is your moment.
amadlozi inokuphamisa kwethu amashopha kanti beliphelezele nje besingazosumisa amadlozi aqhubekeni makhosi
ngicela sikume esiculweni lengoma niyazi kwabanye yinje siphila njengabezizwe ezweni lobabo lo siphila njengabezizwe ezweni lobabo lo emakhosini sithi bayede emakhosini siyavusela makhehla nakho umoya uweli kubanje vele mesithinta umoya ngibongeke kakhulu kubo bonke abanesabelo senkulumo yanamhlanje thokozini kancane nje makhehla.
Thank you so much, Mkhulu. I think masinikezele kumajiji kanti siphele nje abantwana bami nobazimbini while uMkhulu esathenda la.
Ansiza nivala amathanga anivala amathanga ngizophumelela ansiza nivala amathanga anivala amathanga ngizophumelela sayohlolwa nina sayohlolwa nina
Hayi siyabonga kakhulu umoya ulokhu usivakashela ngoba into esiphila ngayo thina uma kungabi nje siyahlukumezeka. Ngibonge kakhulu kumakhosi maliyavuza nomama ohamba nabo ngiyabonga kakhulu ukusilethela ibusiso namhlanje mesibona ingane yamatshitshi enyathele emagcekeni kusho ukuthi inkulumo izohamba kahle ngoba le nkulumo esiyenzayo asiyenzeli nje. We are not just doing this for the fun of it. Sizama ukushukumisa le mimoya ezosincedisa ukuze sikhululeke siyisizwe sama-Afrika. Manje ke kuye kuthiwa amatshitshi laba abasemsulwa, the purest in the nation, those are the people that are able to then communicate nale mimoya. So sicela amatshitshi nomama kube yibona basihambela phambili. So siyabonga kakhulu. sibonge nawo wonke amadlozi anyathele ngaphakathi kwale ndawo ukuzosekela inkulumo yanamhlanje ngoba masikhuluma ngomlando, the history of African royalty, sithinta ubuthina. We are touching the core of our beings because that is what flows in our DNA. Shokuthi mebethi thina abantu bane blue blood basuke bakhuluma ngathi ubukhosi abukho ubukhosi okuba ubukhosi obugcwele emhlabeni labo bantu bangagcotshwanga abantu base-Afrika. Manje mawukhuluma ngobukhosi base-Britain, ngobukhosi base-Canada, ngobukhosi bakuphi, ubukhosi befake lo ngoba there was no African who presided over that. Yithi abasunguli bobukhosi buza njani na ubukhosi? Buza ngendlovukazi, indlovukazi yokuqala masibuka la ku history, but all of us we come from one African woman, indlovukazi yokuqala emhlabeni yasizala sonke. So before kuba nenkosi kube nendlovukazi, indlovukazi yaseyizala inkosi, amakhosana kanjalo ukuqhubekisa lo bukhosi lo besikhuluma ngabo. And when they talk about science kuthiwa that African women sonke we share in a DNA strand sakhe. That DNA strand is called the mitochondria DNA, meaning ukuthi all people in the world they share that strand. Remember ukuthi nabelungu banayo, kepha abelungu are still in denial ukuthi siyabazala. So those people who are still in denial, yingane zethu ngeke futhi siba reject sibalentuza, kepha okwamanje sisazama ukulungisa indaba ebhekene nabazali, ubaba nomama. Angithi ubaba nomama mebekhuluma ingane zingaphandle. So manje ke kusakhuluma umndeni, inhloko nenhlokokazi yefamily. Manje ke makhehla ngithi namhlanje ake sibuyise lesithunzi sobukhosi ngoba ubukhosi bugcina bugxekwa kanti ubukhosi busilethele yonke into esiyaziyo namhlanje. Masikhuluma nge-civilization sikhuluma ngobukhosi. Masikhuluma ngokuthi abantu baqale i-toilet system, ubukhosi lobo. Masikhuluma nge-electricity sikhuluma ngama-bulb la electricity sikhuluma ngobukhosi. Yonke into even in terms of ukugeza ngoba abantu base-Europe for some time behlala kuma-caves. They were taught by amakhosi ukuthi hayi kuyagezwa. Nayi imfula manje lapha emfuleni nithathe lamakhambi niwasebenzise nigeze ngawo. So mawukhuluma ngobukhosi ukhuluma ngempilo nje yomuntu yonke emhlabeni. But now because of colonization nalento uyazi nxeseni makhehla khona into engibambayo. Amehlo akho they are so special and unique khehla. They are mbukeni makhehla. Yilento mina ngifunda ku social media mengibona amehlo ahlukile einganeni zase-Afrika. Siyakubongela khehla. Ikhona into ngawe sisazoyithola ukuthi yini. Siyabonga kakhulu. Manje ke makhehla ngilana ukuthi ngizokhumbuza isizwe simnyama ukuthi singobani. And ngeke uze ukhulume ngesizwe simnyama ngaphandle nje ukuthi uthinte ubukhosi. Ubukhosi it's at the center, at the core of our being. Remember buze kanjani ubukhosi. Ubukhosi uma sizwa okhokho bathi balandela isisho esithi as above so is below. Meaning ukuthi lokho kwenzakala ezulwini mele kuphindwe la emhlabeni. Ubukhosi bangempela ke lokho. inkosi vele imele is a representative of Mvikelikazi emhlabeni. Inkosana uNhlanhla iqinisile into yomoya le. And akumelanga ize ithi ibanjwe nje ngabantu abasasenyameni. Ngoba once wenze njalo so ingculisile. Meke khuluma nje ukuthi isibongo sakho ukuthi uzalwele kwaZulu kwamthethwa kwaMakhalo, it means nothing to us. Ngoba ungazalwa kuleso sibongo kepha idlozi lihlelanga phezulu kwekhanda lakho. Sibona ngezenzo zakho. Manje ke izenzo zomuntu yizwe siyilandelayo. Ingane uyibona isencane ukuthi cha nangu lo muntu uyilento. So la elentuza South Africa kuye kwaba ne-initiative ebizwa ukuthi it was Inhlapho Commission. Angazi ke ngoba abantu abaningi bagcine bekhala ngenhlapho commission, kepha ngaphambi kube nenhlapho commission kuye kwaba nalombutho okuthiwa icontrolesa. uMakhosi uyingxenye yecontrolesa nami bengilapho vele. I-controlesa, why it was formed? It was formed because during apartheid amabhunu installed amakhosi fake to sit on those seats. So i-controlesa was then formed ukuthi clean up the royal structure from yonke lento lemmese yenziwa amabhunu. So i-controlesa was formed by that, ideology or an idea, so that uma sesiqhubekela phambili singazitholi kule simo esikuso where we are now starved of leadership. I-leadership thina sibona ngezenzo. Manje njengoba sazi ukuthi amabhunu a-installa their puppets lapha ebukhosini. Manje mawubuka ubukhosi namhlanje uthini ngabo? Leyo nto leso structure sabekwa amabhunu, is it still there? Yini izenzo esizibonayo from emakhosini that are sitting now ukuthi cha labantu bayadeserve ukuthi sibabize ondaba ezitha? Makuthiwa undaba ezitha kusho ukuthini? Ngoba angeke ngithi ngihleli esitulweni abantu baxhatshazwe ngikhona ngasho lutho, ingane ilambe ngasho lutho, shokuthi ukuhlala kwami lapha ku wrong. Ngisesihlalweni esi-wrong ngoba mawuhleli lapha wena ezinkosi uwo kumele udele ukufa to protect isizwe leso siholayo. Manje ke makhehla into yobukhosi into youth needs to embrace. Baningi abantu who went into lama multiracial schools lezi zasedrobheni, but akusho ukuthi umoya awukhulumi kulabo bantu, ngoba it doesn't matter ukuthi ukuphi. Yena lo yelapha njengoNhlanhla uzithola vele senza lezi zinto lezi azenzayo, ngoba umoya uyakhuluma ngaphakathi kuyena. Ukuthi bamfundiseni esikolweni, that didn't silence the voice yobukhosi ngaphakathi kuyena. So umuntu sibona ngezenzo zakhe ukuthi lo muntu lo the way ayenza ngakhona izinto zihlukile kunababanye, and uyenza lento ngededication, uyenza lento angabhekanga ukuthi uzobhadalwa. Ngiyaxolisa makhehla bangixolela baku Facebook mengilo ngikhuluma ulimi lika George. Silokho sinciphisa lapho ngoba thina sizama ukukhuluma nesizwe simnyama masikhuluma ngesintu. Angeke sithi manje umuntu meke sekhaya eNatal seLimpopo mele a translate into English. Shokuthi bakhona ke njengoNhlanhla oKabelo nabo bonke ompho okumele babhekane nalaba beFacebook abasidingayo isilungu. Ngoba uma ngizoza la ngizokhuluma ngama-bombastic words angeke vele ngizokale. Kuyofana nje ukuthi ngiyaphefumula kepha akekho umuntu ongizwayo. So ngiyaxolisa kubo laba kuFacebook ukhona uNhlanhla Kabelo obompho will take care of them. Mina umoya ukhuluma ngale ndlela lakini. Kepha into nabo kumele babuyele kuyo ngoba uma sibuyela kulobukhosi bethu siyazi lapha ngoba siyagula kakhulu. Uma ubuka isimo sasebukhosini uma usondela nje endlunkulu the royal house usondela ngenhlonipho. Manje into that centers us ubukhosi it's our center. Uma singabuswa ubukhosi there's chaos in our life. This is what has been proven for over and over and over again. Ukuthi without that royal structure our foundation is flawed. Asina sisekelo esiqinile. Manje yingakho ke zonke imizamo yenziwa abaholi bethu bepolitiki ukuzama ukuvusa lento yaseAfrika nokuhlanganisa abantu abamnyama bayahluleka ngoba bayenza ngendlela errong. You can't look for African solution within the confines of a Western construct. So abelungu babeke le structure esihamba ngaso. You can't then look for African solutions there. Mele uphume, you need to be out of that structure completely. And actually what we should advocate for ukuthi le structure lesi esiyingcindezelo lakithi it has to fall. The RSA has to fall. I think kulapho ke sizobona ke thina abantu abamnyama ukuthi we need each other more. Ngoba manje we are still under the fallacy of comfort provided by this RSA. And this RSA, it's poison to us. The RSA is very poisonous. Why? Because the RSA in the agenda yayo, which is it's fulfilling, and the agenda yabantu base Europe. Na Queen lo from Congo say England. Those are the people who are still owning South Africa today. So ukwenza le mizamo le. That is why I'm saying I said even several times na izolo mesikhuluma namakhehla lapha. I-agenda yethu i-open. There's no secret. I-agenda yethu ukuthi siwubise lo mbuso wabelungu. Finish. And without ngoba lo mbuso wrong. Abantu abahola lo mbuso they know ukuthi lo mbuso wrong. It has to fall. Kumeke ubukhosi bangempela ubukhosi obuholwa umoya. So asiyenzi nje lento silokho sikhetha ama topic ukuze sikhumbuza abantu kunalento ngesilungu abayibiza genetic memory. Lento esikhuluma ngayo uyayazi kepha ulibele. So mesilokho sikhuluma ngalezi zinto lezi one day nawe uzokhumbula ukuthi lento uyayazi vele. Umhlaba bone harmony kune balance kusabusa amakhosi. Kuthe umbuso wamakhosi ungawa kwaba nechaos emhlabeni. Amakhosi yiwo who are responsible for building ama pyramids and the temples. Lama temples na lama pyramids, those were sacred structures because that is where we went in if we wanted to communicate nezulu nomhlaba, because le ndawo lezi bezakhiwa along the golden meridian shokuthi gumuqa nje womoya la kuhlangana khona the male and the female energy, so that maungena lapho kuleso structure we are able to recharge umuntu omnyama. And that is when most of them isambulelo sehlela khona. Uthulele mhlambe ufikele isithongwana lapha inside the pyramid uvuke lapha bakunikeza i-design ya something mawuyisa ku-architect injalo vele. So meaning ukuthi amakhosi ethu bewefundiswa umoya, yingakho bebethwasa ubungeke ube inkosi ungathwasanga, so that we are able to allow lo moya ukufundise futhi ukuguide ukuthi kumele uye kuphi, izinto ongazenzi ngeego yakho. There was thriving kingdoms all over the continent. The Bakongo kingdom. We are part of a Bakongo kingdom. It was very, very, very wealthy kingdom. Mwana Mutapa, same thing, connection. Mwana Mutapa was one of the wealthiest kingdom here. There was harmony. I hear Guti Abantu, they would sleep in a room full of gold. Nobody will touch it because it was in abundance. There was no reason for you to go and steal from somebody else until the white man came. Umlungu wafika ke nale mfundiso yakhe. Somebody said it's in their DNA to be what they are. Because it doesn't matter how much you forgive them, they still keep coming back and doing one and the same thing to you. And then it's in our DNA, which is sometimes sibe yilento siyiyo. Ngoba sometimes it works against us. Lobuntu lobu, melanin, yasibulala, siba too open. That's how we lost ubukhosi bethu. Ngokuthi mesibabona labantu sithi hayi inzalo kaMvelinqangi nomkhubulwane yabangene bajike eswini njengotshwala. So manje ke Makhehla ngicela angazi ukuthi into I think kuzomela sibe nama lecture nje obukhosi, just ukuthi babo understand abantu ngoba I-perception that is there about African royalty ukuthi amakhosi all they want i-privilege nokukhomanda abantu, uhamba wena yenza lokhu yenza lokhu. That's the perception, and the low perception ya driver ama-colonizers. Ama-colonizers, when they came here, they came with a structure that is supposed to then, replace the indigenous and tried and tested, form of governance of the continent, of course. Beza neplani labantu lab. They didn't just come here. They knew very well ukuthi when they colonize an African person, bamtshele ukuthi okay, wena sesikufundisile, we are worthy to actually oversee our structure that we created on the continent. Through our professors, banbani. But neglecting, it was a deliberate strategy. Let's replace inkosi ngepresident. Induna ngepremier. But mawubuka lezinto, it's one and the same thing. Different packages. Abanye abantu they love more package yabelungu. Fana noma uthi angel umuntu ukuzwa kahle mawuthi dlozi ukubuka ngendlela ngathi uyakhula la ekhaya. And the more ubuka, the principle is the same. So why do we need presidents on the continent? Why abantu? I mean, mina ngeke ngihambe ngiyovukela ubukhosi bamangwane. Kunondaba ezithi inkosi ehleli lapha. Kunokuthi ungene ukhothame, because mina I believe in one thing. It doesn't matter ukuthi ubani. If isibona lo muntu ukuthi idlozi lakhe lingasikhanyisela kalula sifike much faster where we are going, it doesn't matter ukuthi ubani ohleli lapha, as long as lo muntu aholwa umoya and uzosifikisa phambili faster. I bow down. Mele kube njalo ungathi hayi no mina yimi ngilokho ngibambile lendlela, yimi ngilokho ngizalwe kulendlu. Kepha siyabona ukuthi ukuhlala kwakho izinto zeya emuva. That is why uzothola ukuthi nasesigodlweni currently kunepolitiki. Hey, abantu are no longer following umoya when they choose the next king. Kuba ipolitiki nje yamakhehla lapha endlunkulu. Bagcina bayaloyana nokuloyana. Yeah? And mina, one thing I'd like to warn, lento yobukhosi iyahlanyisana. Uma wena ujahele ukuyohlala kulesa situlo and you don't belong there, uzohlanya definitely. Ngoba amakhehla azolwa nawe every day. Sikubona uhamba ukhuluma wedwa. Uyeshila ngithi wena ngokwenyama. Ingane mhlambe yendlu yesibili yiyo kumele ngabe ihleli lapha. Kepha wena wafosta ngoba ubuye endlunkulu. Kepha umoya ukho kuwe. Uyahlanya impela. Ngiyabaza abantu abanjani nomakhosi amsho uyabaza. Mawubuka nje lo muntu uyinkosi. Uyibiza ngenkosi uzakutshela yena. Hayi ngiyinkosi usibani bani. Mele utshelwe yimi ukuthi uyinkosi. Mele utshelwe yimi ngezenzo zakho. So in terms of i-technology, ayikho i-technology ekhona namhlanje. Uzwani la? The other day we're looking at some of the writings on the pyramids and temples. There was a sign, here Wi-Fi. Then, so lezinto abelungu abathi basidiscoverile, there's nothing like that. Bahambe bayogrumba amathuno khokho bethu bathola yonke le information. Then bayuza ke bona. Even ama helicopter. Kunama inscriptions ama helicopter lapha eKemet. Bayibizani lama lezi durayo zase America. The designs are there. So amakhosi wonke lawo, if abantu are unable ukuthi badonse i-energy from the sun, babeke i-pyramid at the center, the pyramid then becomes the generator, then kube nama obelisk all over to then receive and distribute to houses for free. That is technology. Angazi usakhala ngani. Ngoba umlungu hasn't matched that today. That is why they end up destroying the pyramids, because they don't understand their value and their use. So it is upon us, Tina bantu abamnyama, to then indulge in research to make sure ukuthi siyayibuyisa le nto. Because remember, there was this guy lo bambiza uTesla. uTesla studied the pyramids, how they function. Then he constructed something similar to a pyramid. But to medicine, his boss, wamqosha. After he demonstrated ukuthi we can enhance the energy from the sun and the sea distributed snika abantu for free. Wamqosha ukuthi no, wena uzama ukunika abantu free electricity and mina ngifuna imali out of this. Who said? Expression of said. When we're not supposed to pay for electricity. Namanzi. Buga la South Africa in the all over in the southern part of the continent. Kunama ruins, like structures akudala, the old cities. Old cities that were constructed by okhokho bethu. I-paving le ayizanga nabelungu. We started paving our roads and our streets. Sewage system, we started it. And the proof is all over the continent. It's not only in Egypt, all over the continent, even here in South Africa. Proof ya lento engikhuluma ngayo. You only have to look at the right places. Manje sengikhuluma nge-technology ne-civilization yalokho under ubukhosi. So mawuzihlukanisa nobukhosi wena, uzuhlukanisa ne-heritage yakho. Then you become weak and vulnerable because you are ignorant of yourself. bazoloko bakutshela ukuthi we discovered this, we discovered that. Nothing was discovered by white people. They all got a foundation of everything that they know from our kings and queens. Ayiko technology and the other day bengikhuluma ngo-Imhotep. U-Imhotep is the first recognized doctor in the world. Ube inyanga. He was a traditional healer today. Ube inyanga u-Imhotep. He's the first one to remove the active elements from Ehab. Ayihambeka ifaka lapha ayenza ke what you call now medicine. Synthetic medicines. So you talk about astronomy. Abantu abamnyama yibo who discovered the stars. They were studying the stars before Kepler. You know Kepler? Hey, before Kepler nalamayin telescope. Hey, Coco didn't even just view from Earth. They went there spiritually and came back and reported, hey, sibuya lapha engulubeni, this is what is happening. Maybe check abe science injalo. Hey. So we need to remove this image nje yomlungu ukuthi umlungu is the founder of almost everything. Huh? Astrology. We started astrology. We understood the effects and impact of the stars above in our lives. Because everything is affected by the memory of the inner planets and the outer planets. So you need to understand ukuthi Venus mela ihlangane ne-Jupiter lapha, what happens? When Mars alapha in that star sign, what happens? That is the knowledge thina besiyifunda okhokho bethu used to study. Not yonke lento leyo bakufundisa yona la ema-university, because manje bakutrainelani ukuthi ube yi-robot. Tina, we studied nature. Nature was our school. Because out of nature, my creativity, expands. It expands. I'm able to invent. Africa inventani ever since Ubukhosi fell. What is it of significance that we can say for sure that was invented by Africans after they fell? Nothing. All they do, they are trained. Ukuthi bahambe bayothola ama degree to come and fit space within a white corporate. That's all they do. So thina ke ingakho ngithi nature was our school. Nature yiyo esinikeze all this technological advancement. So when you talk about African royalty, you're talking about people who brought civilization in the world. And those people didn't start anywhere else but here in the southern part of the continent. The Limpopo bones, they confirm that. The Shango bones, they confirm that. Ukuthi civilization started here in the south. It's all about amakhosi. So please go and research and study African royalty, because yinto that we need, that is the structure or the governing system that we need, that will take us into the future. Without Ubukhosi, there's no future. We continue to be slaves. So when we talk about freedom, we're talking about the reinstatement of Ubukhosi. Mesiti were free. We must be led by Amakhosi, who are also led by Mvikelikazi no Mkhulu. Finish. That is the future. And lendo ye group, because these days modernity, mawuboni group, ne? Already abantu bakbeka kwelinye ibhodlela, but when you belong there. without knowing the technology, because the communication there with the outer world. Mausha is group. You are raising the vibrational frequency yako. You are affecting the root chakra, especially the bass drum. You are affecting the root chakra, so that yonke into, even healing, it heals. It transports you to the outer world. So, yile perception there that we need to deal with, especially ngabantu abamnyama. Angikhathali ukuthi ama-China abelungu what they think about us, but us as African people, we need to study, restudy everything. Lento letina esinyatsayo and take it ukuthi it's something that is barbaric. There's so much value in that very same thing. So, of course, the African royalty, not only brought, technology, the health system, architecture, because we are the first masons, the builders in stone. Zimbabwe confirms that. The step pyramid, Imhotep again, he built the first step pyramid in Egypt. He built it with stone. So, ingakho bengithi mina to be associated noguqa, kuthiwe that is your identity. Imvunulo lesi ayifaka khehla. Kepha thina bese sidlulile lapho. Amakhosi ethu bewedla isilk neline. Thokoza. Injalo. Bebedla isilk neline bese sidlulile. Nayo architecture yethu at advanced. Kakhulu kabi. And what is important is that Africans never separated themselves from nature. Even in our architecture, everything has got to align with certain energies of earth, and the universe, so that nalang lala khona kumele kube nempilo, because once uthola le energy from nature, iyaphilisa le energy. So please makehla mina, that is my appeal to abantu abamnyama. Re-look and rethink of what you know about ubukhosi. Ubukhosi ungabujaji based on ubukhosi that has fallen. Jaja ubukhosi based on what they did, pre-colonial history. That is when you can then make a sound judgment as to whether, of course, buyiyo lento that it purports to be. Otherwise, without that structure, sibuyele move. So yonke into ke esiyenzayo ke makhehla, njengoba ngisho ukuthi without indlovukazi bongeke kube nenkosi. Yingakho la isigodlweni sicelile nayizolo sacela ukuthi omama kube yibona basiholayo basihambele ngaphambili. Kube yibona uma bethi kithi siphaka impi siyoyiphaka leyo mpi ngoba omama basho njalo. And thina ukuze silungiseleleke kumele kube yithi esicela omama ukuthi basiphahlele. Lento silokho si-undermine omama, cha amakhosi ethu beyongekho njalo, because they understood the very same principle in terms of isolar system yethu, ukuthi isolar system yethu is energized by ilanga, and the ilanga gets its energy from Sirius star, and Sirius star is a female energy. So understanding yamakhehla ethu was there. That is why they never disrespected umama. Umama is always the most important thing. Lento le ukuthi i-Christianity i-Trinity eza nabelungu, it excludes umama. Inkinga iqale lapho. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Tina Trinity yethu asa oset heru. The Father, the Mother, the Son. Then the very same Trinity, by Tata, by Georgia, abo Pythagoras. Kwaba Pythagoras, theory. Hey, that is the technology that was brought by Amakes. So, okuningi ke sengiyokuphendula ngama questions Makes. Ngiyethemba nje ukuthi niubambile umlayezo. Thokozini.
Oh, a round of applause. Siyambonga Mkhulu. Nika silifune lo culo alithandayo. Leli lithi siphila sicela utiki ezweni lobaba Mkhulu. Because it holds such a very, very important message. Because anything that is outside us, it means that we are beggars. Ezweni lobaba bethu. Now the weather is really blessing us, and we need to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Now, what we're going to do, it is the time for the questions. Now, because of the weather, I'm not sure how we tackle that one.